What's going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? And what I have for you today is actually another Cydia tweak. I know it's been a while since I've done Cydia tweaks for jailbroken iOS devices. However, I just haven't had the chance to play around with a lot of tweaks recently, but now I'm getting back into the hang of it. So enough with that. Let's get on to the tweak that I'm going to talk about. And this is a tweak called Dreamboard. You could consider this an app as well, but I consider it a tweak. So what Dreamboard does is that it basically allows you to use your device in a different operating system. Now, it's not a full functioning operating system, but more like a theme, a theme that acts like that certain operating system, but in I don't know how to explain it, but it's basically acting like, for example, you want to use Android, go ahead, use Android. Use Windows Phone 7, go ahead, use Windows Phone 7. But it's not the same experience as if you were to use an actual Android or Windows Phone 7 device. And the icon is right here. My finger just covered it. But, so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all the packages listed in the description below. Or I might just have them pop up right now. So these are the packages you're going to have to install from Cydia, as well as the source that I got it from, and the link will be in the description below. Also might pop up here. But let's go on and take a look at Dreamboard. So let's take a look at Dreamboard right here. So as you can see, it is going to prepare the theme switcher right here. And as you can see, my choices are Android, and there's a Windows Phone 17 as well as another Windows Phone 17, but they call it iOS 7. Let's look at Android first. So, as you can see, Android, this is what the Android theme looks like. So, it's got a similar widgets on there. So, it has the clock widget as well as the weather widget. So, you guys notice that the audio is lowering down a little bit. That's because I'm backing up from my microphone, so I'm trying to yell so that way you guys can hear me. So this is the user interface if you were to use Android on your iOS device. So as you can see, I swipe to the left, I have a Facebook widget on there, but I can change that as well. And this is my home screen. Swipe to the next page, another home screen. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And you tap this right here. These are all the rest of the apps that you have on your device. Okay, and you hit this plus button right here. You have some options right here. So you have animated weather. Okay, you have editing mode, wallpaper, and of course the web widget. So the web widget, it was basically like that Facebook widget that we saw earlier. So you can pretty much change it to whatever you want. Okay, so we're going to get out of that. If it'll let me. Okay, so now it's out. And if I hit the Dreamboard button, now it's going to bring me back to the menu system where I can choose my different operating systems. Let's look at OS 7, and this is actually Windows Phone 7. Now, please note, is it going to change the lock screen? Some of them do, some of them don't. In case of that Android one, it does. However, I'm not going to show it to you right now because this is running on the iPhone 3G, so and it's really laggy, and I don't want to put you guys through that because it's just going to take a while. Trust me, this thing's very slow, and look at that. It just crashed, and now it's rebooting, so I'll be right back with this. Alright, first of all, I do apologize for that. What I did was it rebooted itself, or it respringed itself, and then it put me into safe mode, so I had to restart the springboard again, and then unlocked it, and then it left me off on this Windows Phone 7 theme that I was trying to show you guys earlier. But before I go on, please note about Dreamboard. Whatever theme you have it set on, and if you were to reboot your device and then turn it back on, it's going to save back onto that particular operating system. So that's just a little quick side note that I forgot to mention. So here is the user interface if you were to use Windows Phone 7 on your iOS device right here. Not too bad, although you don't get as many options when you scroll down as if you were using an actual Windows Phone 7 device. You have Mail, Calendar, Safari, Weather, Photos, and the clock. And if you were to launch one of these applications, they're basically just going to look like the same user interface as if you were using them on the iOS operating system. And then you can keep scrolling to view all your applications the way you would see them. Okay. And of course you have your arrow right here. You can actually slide to get to the other side, and then slide back, or just click the arrows to get back. Okay. So, and then once you're on this menu right here, it'll take you to all the applications that you have on your device. In this case, I'm using my iPhone. Alright, and they're listed in alphabetical order. So A goes first, then B, C, D. You get the idea. I'm not going to even go on with it. Alright, and I'm going to go back to Dreamboard. Okay, and then here is the next one, iOS 7, but I will not launch that and show you. It's basically a Windows Phone 7 theme, except it has a little water animation in the tiles. The picture of the tiles, they just copied the image of the application icons in iOS. So that is a quick overview of Dreamboard, which is this icon right here. So what do you guys think about Dreamboard? I'd like to see your comments down below on what you guys think, and if you guys had any problems, please comment down below. I don't know how often I'll be using this. I might just go onto it once in a while just to play around with the operating system and play it any way that I want. But please note, whatever operating system you're trying to use with this Dreamboard tweak or theme, whatever, it's not the full experience as if you were to use it on a real device. So, like I said before, this isn't like using on an Android device. This isn't like using on a Windows Phone 7 device. It's basically more like a mock-up, but not the full experience. So, check the description down below to figure out or find out what packages I installed to get these themes, and then maybe you can find some of your own themes in Cydia and then have it installed to Dreamboard, and then maybe you guys can play with those by yourself that I haven't covered in this video. Alright, if you guys like this video, hit the like button down below and subscribe for more videos like this. Follow me on all my social medias, and I will see you guys in the next video. You have a good day now.